Welcome back into Talking Fitch. We're joined today from the Department of Trade, Consumer Protection. It's Michelle. She is back. And as she is bringing us, this is a very, very interesting topic. And it has to do with being charged for public documents or things that you could probably do on your own for free. But these guys are here to help you for a nominal fee.
Right.
On basic document stuff, like driver's license stuff, like UPS. We just heard Nick say something with the UPS. So, breathe.
That's
and
right.
let's break this down because this is interesting. So you're telling me there are people out there who are willing to help us, work through some of our government documents that we could do on our own, but they'll help you.
I think I'm going to use the word deceptive here. It's deceptive as to what they are doing and delivering versus an outright scam where someone's just trying to steal.
Sure.
The deception is that you can often do this work yourself for just the normal government fee of filing the application. Whereas these businesses are sending you an email or a postcard and saying it's time to renew your driver's license or get your commercial license, or you need to re-register your company. Small businesses are targeted with this as well. We can help you do that. Pay us and we'll help you process that. We'll help you complete the application, or we'll get you the forms that you need, and then we'll get them filed for you. Whereas you can go online to the government site, download the form yourself, and then just pay the application fee. You're going to pay a service fee and a filing fee, and sometimes those filing fees are going to be more than what the government actually charges you.
So I was asking, legit, I like the deception piece of this, but, I mean, theoretically, it is a service, right? So I think it's more or less like being caught off guard that, I could have did this myself. And, so how do we verify that first? Maybe the question is, how do I verify that the company is legit and that it's actually it's finding the right paperwork, it's doing the right stuff? Because there may be some people who are like, this is just too overwhelming to do it myself.
Right.
But how do I know if it's legit, so to speak?
Right, and that is part of the deception because they often have a website that looks very similar, if not near identical to the government, but it'll end in a .com or a .org, rare, versus a .gov. So first you need to find out who you're dealing with. And if you've made the phone call and say, oh yeah, I'm interested, mail me something, is it coming from your state government envelope even? Really paying attention to how something is received. And often with these, there might be some small print that indicates this is not related to government. There might be a very small disclosure because that's what they often think keeps them from being deceptive, is that they say, oh, well, I'm not affiliated with the government. I'm providing a service. So we really need to pay attention to those details. And again, I say this often with different scams and things, is let this serve as a reminder. Go to your driver's license and say, oh, no, it isn't time to renew. So throw that away. Or, oh, it is? Okay, let me go to the DOT and get the paperwork myself.
Yeah, finding that, going to the direct place and verifying. And there are people in the government, believe it or not, that are here because we have them on the show every time. Just like DATCP, you can talk to a DMV representative. So if you are even questioning, am I really supposed to pay on top of paying? If you're kind of questioning that, call. Call whatever institute you're working with or being, I don't want to say challenged, but you're up for, you should go to them, right?
Absolutely. They have phone numbers, they have websites, we have service centers for a number of the agencies that interact with the public on a regular basis throughout the state. Federally, again, there's phone numbers, there are different satellite locations, and as well as there's their website. These all end in .gov. And so that's where we can go to find those forms and information. And many have FAQs set up when there is a filing process in a form to help walk you through that process.
And are people coming to you and being like, dang, Michelle, I didn't know that I was it more, again, on more of the deceptive side, or more of the like, shoot, I didn't even know that was legit or not legit, or like
Right.
how do you see those come in, or is it kind of all over the board?
Well, we see complaints on both sides of, here, I received this postcard and this isn't what I really needed to do. And then we see others that I went to renew and now it hasn't been processed and fulfilled. And now I've gotten this mailer from the government saying it hasn't happened yet. So we do see some people who try and use the process because they thought it's how they needed to re-register their business and for every year, and they want to keep that going.
It's twisted, and
Yeah.
it's just, again, there's just so much that's happening in this world, and I think as pulling it back is finding that direct source. If you got questions, reach out, right? Like, ask questions too, even if it is with that company. You can ask, right? And if they can't
Absolutely.
answer the questions, you got a different problem going on then.
Absolutely. And sometimes it just means looking back at your old records. Yeah. We do some things every single year and have to make that payment about the same time every single year. So who did I pay last year and who did I pay the year before and why did it change this year? Oh, what? No, it doesn't change. So that's another tool you can use if you keep your records.
I know another tool you could use, and it starts with DATCP's website, or
Yes.
contacting Michelle. If you got any questions related to this, certainly you can reach out and talk to you guys, or if you're just uncomfortable, like, oh man, I just can't believe I fell, not fell for it, but I thought I was doing the right thing. I wasn't. You can talk with you guys, you kind of walk through it, and I think good education piece, if nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to datcp.wi.gov. You can call the Consumer Protection Hotline at 800-422-7128. And actually, one great tool we have on the website that we don't really talk about is we have a ready reference guide. Ooh. And this tells you where to go when you have questions. So if you need to get to the Department of Transportation in Wisconsin and you're not sure if the website you looked at is right, go to datcp.wi.gov, look for the ready reference guide, and by topic, we tell you where to go. And we validate that list every single year.
Now that is a guarantee you can go with right there. It's
Yeah.
legit. All right, Michelle, thank you so much as always. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.